being a graduate of Spelman or even a student at Spelman? What do we say to them?
There's nothing, I think the biggest thing is that students who are raised in those hoods and the projects, they believe that there's something to be ashamed of where they come from. And I don't think there's anything wrong with where you come from.
Yeah.
If anything, getting to a place like Spelman, getting to a place like Morehouse is just showing that you're overcoming adversity.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, you're overcoming adversity. You are literally showing everyone, you're showing your teachers, hey, yeah, I might have had a few run-ins, or hey, I might have done this, but at the end of the day, I'm about to go get my college degree. And I feel like all of our young people, all of our young Black professionals need to know that it is okay to be where you are from and to leave that place. It's okay to leave. I think a lot of people are attached to where they're from, and there's nothing wrong with that, but it's okay to explore, it's okay to expand, and don't give up hope just because somebody sat down in your face and told you you'll never amount to nothing.
They told you that too?
No.
I'm here at Black Coffee on the grounds of Morehouse with Sister
Skylar,
graduate of
Spelman College.
you say that your whole face is lit up. My son does the same thing coming in. Now I'm going to buy this, but we've been here interviewing the Urban League's director. Now you've been here at Black Coffee for how long?
2 years now.
2 years. And what was your major?
I majored in international studies with a concentration in Asia.
And what's next for you?
I have a full-time rotational analyst role as a finance analyst at BNY.
Wonderful. And what did working here, how did that connect? You're a student, you're working, and the whole world is yours now. What did it mean working here?
Black Coffee gave me a sense of community within Atlanta. I didn't necessarily come down here with any family.
From where?
I'm originally from New York and New Jersey. So,
okay, what part? What part?
New York, Queens, and then New Jersey. I live in West Orange.
Okay, I have family in Upper Montclair and East Orange, so I know about the oranges.
Yes.
Jersey girl. Okay,
Yes.
So you really came down here
By myself, yeah.
Wow, mom and dad was like,
I don't think so. You know, my sister, she really kind of did all the traveling for me so that my parents didn't have to get scared.
Yeah, I love it.
She, you know, did a study abroad at Oxford in London.
Okay.
She went to Shanghai on her own and Beijing. So she's been all around the world. And then by the time it got to me, it was just like.
And where have you been?
I've been to South Korea.
My son wants to go there.
That was my study abroad. I've been to South Korea. I've been to Japan as well. I've been to Taiwan. I've been to Thailand.
I love it.
So Dubai, and then a lot of places in the Caribbean as well.
Okay, all right. So I want to get to Thailand. My son wants to go also. And so working here gave you a sense of community, right?
Absolutely.
What do you think? When you did you hear something about what we were doing with the Urban League? Are you connected to the Urban League?
I'm not personally connected to the Urban League, and I wasn't necessarily all the way tuned in. Just
Got it.
I was making my lemonade back here, but yeah, this is my first time hearing of it. So
okay. When you think about the legacy that you coming from Spelman, the legacy of your parents also too. What does this mean for a young person now, knowing that the world is yours and you are rooted in just excellence?
You know, coming to Spelman and coming to working at Morehouse, coming to Spelman, just being in the AUC, you're surrounded by a bunch of Black professionals. No matter if it's young professionals, there are students here who come into college with their own non-for-profits, their own businesses, and it's amazing to see it flourish under the proper conditions. They literally get nurtured by their professors, by people that they get to network with outside of school, and it's amazing to see. So honestly, for me personally, it's been a pleasure to watch a lot of my classmates grow. It's been a pleasure to watch myself and my friend group grow. And I can't wait to see what I do while I'm back home in New York, working as a finance analyst.
Yes.
It's not.
Give it up. I mean, you're like, yes, you know, you're going back home. What does mom and dad, what do they feel when they know both? How many brothers and sisters?
So I have two sisters, but only one lives like close by.
Okay, cool. So what does mom and dad feel knowing that this excellence into the next year, the next level, the next life?
They're really proud. As much as, I mean, I never say that I'm first gen because my older sister went to college, but both my parents didn't go to college and my mom didn't get to college the traditional way.
Yeah.
So they consider me first gen.
Yeah.
So I guess I'll say like I'm a first gen college student. So for them, it's just a huge accomplishment. I think my dad is even more proud of himself or just of me overall because I'm the first student kid in the family to go to an HBCU. And, you know, back in the day, the concept of an HBCU, especially when you're living in the projects and living in New York, is not necessarily on somebody's mind. Like, they don't necessarily think, like, you know, you're from the projects, you're surrounded by black people, but you're surrounded by black people who sometimes aren't always in the best position. You know, people selling drugs on the street and things like that. So they want to get you away from that, so they're telling you to go to the Harvards of the world and the Stanfords. But, you know, like, Spelman and Morehouse is number 4 school, and I couldn't be happier with my experience. I think it's been amazing here. I consider Spelman to be a Black Harvard. Like we produce so many professionals. We have students that go off. We have pipeline programs directly into medical school. We have 3 and 2 programs for engineering, and we have all these various programs that literally give us a head start into the next step.
And you have that in your heart.
Yes.
But there's so many young people who are still in those hoods, on those corners, and the corner ain't like it used to be. I'm a little older, right? Not like it used to be, you know. I call your dad's age. What do we say to those young persons who don't have the hope because they haven't the experience of being a graduate of Spelman or even a student of Spelman? What do we say to them?
There's nothing. I think the biggest thing is that students who are raised in those hoods and the projects, they believe that there's something to be ashamed of where they come from. And I don't think there's anything wrong with where you come from. If anything, getting to a place like Spelman, getting to a place like Morehouse is just showing that you're overcoming adversity. At the end of the day, you're overcoming adversity. You are literally showing everyone, you're showing your teachers, hey, yeah, I might have had a few run-ins, or hey, I might have done this, but at the end of the day, I'm about to go get my college degree. And I feel like all of our young people, all of our young Black professionals need to know that it is okay to be where you are from and to leave that place. It's okay to leave. I think a lot of people are attached to where they're from, and there's nothing wrong with that, but it's okay to explore, it's okay to expand, and don't give up hope just because somebody sat down in your face and told you you'll never amount to nothing.
They told you that too?
Nobody told me that.
Oh, they told me. I'm like, okay, that too. But they told me. They told me. And I'm glad that you're telling them that they don't have to. Standing here, not only having a perfect cup of coffee, you made that coffee.
Yeah.
I'm about to buy this. Tell me about this product.
So this is actually Magis tea, but she makes lemon ginger teas, sorrel, and wellness herbal teas. All of them are made with natural ingredients. She's another small business owner, so Black Coffee is actually partnered with her, and she comes and she drops off tea. Her and her husband, they come and drop off tea for Morehouse location, and they also go to our headquarters location about 10 minutes from here on Jonesboro Road. She's amazing. She's the sweetest woman I've ever met.
And you made a lemonade too.
I did.
You're a producer. Yes. So this is going to be my last and final question.
No problem.
What does it mean to know that from a lemon you have a product that my brother's like, I gotta buy that. I'm about to buy this one. But this creation is who you are. From the classroom to the boardroom to...
I mean, one of the biggest parts about Black Coffee and why I chose to work as, I started as a barista and I'm a special project manager now, but I like cooking. I like making things. I like getting crafty, and you know, what better place to do that than a coffee shop where you literally have to make drinks and you have to make food. Like, you know, we come up with different drinks all the time. Morehouse is probably the location that gets all the crazy ideas. Our most recent one being this really popular smoothie called the Mango Sunrise, which is a strawberry puree and a mango fruit smoothie. And it is so popular. It was flying off the walls at one point. I was like, guys, we have no more mango for you. But it makes me really happy to know that I'm creating something with my own 2 hands, and I'm also giving back to my community and, you know, bettering the company as a whole.
Thank you so much. Here at Morehouse Black Coffee, if you buy this coffee, you are not only supporting an amazing system like the one you step into talking to, but you are also being an anchor to the bridge that helps so many businesses, helps so many other people. and I hope that you are hearing it, but also hoping that you are feeling it. This is our responsibility to make sure our businesses exist so that we could be fertile ground for our young persons to go to your next. Sky's the limit.
The sky's the limit.
All right, so let me buy this.
Okay. Lemon ginger, fresh lemonade. All right. Total's gonna be $17.40. Whenever you're ready.
And it's $17.40 for this.
No, it's $17.40 for both of them together.
Oh, okay.
The lemonade and the ginger and the wellness tea, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay.
Unless you didn't mean to buy the lemonade.
I'm buying it.
Oh.
Thank you.
No problem. Do you need your receipt for this?
Yes, yes, yes. Yep, because I got to report everything. You have a little bag?
See?
Thank you, sister.